the powerhouse new book, Little Legends, Exceptional Men in Black History. Take a look. We're surrounded by the stunning illustrations and New York Times bestselling author and illustrator Vashti Harrison. And she is here with some of the little legends, Frederick Douglass, Thurgood Marshall, and Prince, to name a few. Thank you all, little ones, little legends. Little legends in the making.
Thank you for
right
being
here.
here.
Vashti, thank you so much.
Thank
You
you.
started with like a list of 100. How did you pare it all down?
Yeah, it wasn't easy. But one thing that I really tried to keep in mind in all of my books is creating a really diverse list of fields of study.
Right.
There are doctors and lawyers, but also engineers and astronauts and athletes, because there's this question that a lot of adults ask kids, and you guys might have had this question before, and I didn't really love it when I was little. It's, what do you want to be when you grow up? And I don't think that it's necessary to know right away, but I really wanted to be able to fill kids with the knowledge of all these different paths and fields of study, so that when they are ready to answer that question, they'll already know about all these amazing people.
Now, how do you make these little legends, these legends, relatable to young readers like this? How do you make them relate
That's
to
a great question.
Yeah.
I try to fill every story. I try to begin with a little bit of each person's childhood as kind of an entry point for the kid reader, just so that they know that these famous people once upon a time were shy and curious, just like them.
Okay, you have two right here that you want to tell us about. Tell us about these two.
Yeah,
little
these are
legends.
some of my favorites.
Okay.
This guy, Bass Reeves, was one of the first Black U.S. deputy marshals in the States. He was like, such an incredible, good guy. He brought in over 3,000 criminals, but he often used tricks and disguises to catch bad guys instead of using his gun, which I thought was really cool.
Okay, and this?
And I have a soft spot for the artists, for sure. Aaron Douglas is one of my favorites, just because he was making art for and about Black people during the Harlem Renaissance in a time before anyone ever talked about Black being beautiful. So I think that that's really special.
That's really special. Now, I think we have a young picture of you. Can you tell us? I think it's like you're 8 or 9 years old.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
So who were you thinking of at this time? Who was your inspiration here?
This is a great photo for an example, because my uncle took that photo, and he was my dad's best friend. He was a professional photographer, and he started his own Black Heritage company, and he was one of the first people to really celebrate my art career and gave me my first real art set. That meant so much.
Okay. All right. Hey, well, I can't take all the time here. Jordan, do you have a question that you'd like to ask?
My name is Jordan. How do I become a little legend?
How do you become a little legend? Well, I think you're already on the right track. Be kind, work hard, and go after the things that you love, I think.
No, that's great advice. Great advice. All right. Well, thank you. Thank you all. You are all budding little legends. Yes, you are. Little Legend is in stores now. And he's been ready to go all this. And everyone in our audience is going home with a copy. Yes, he saw himself. Yes. Let me just say, can I just say, Vashti and I were here going like, oh, please let him hang on. Just let him hang on. Just let him hang on to the end of the segment. And he did.